By the way, it's especially useful these days, I would even say, to refresh our memory about what Putin and all his parrots were saying just a few days before February 24th, 2022.
Sorry for the slight delay. I was just double-checking. Are we invading or not?
Well, Masha was laying the groundwork for this 4 years ago. That's clear. It's a good thing we live in the digital age. We will definitely always remember this lie and cynicism, and we will never forget it.
We appeal to reason. What reason would Russia have to attack anyone? Russia, which has gone through so many wars, is the last country in Europe that would even want to talk about, let alone utter the word war.
Well, the mustachioed Putin's nanny is up to his usual tricks. And here's what the so-called Z military correspondents wrote and reported on the first day of the big war. Once again, the internet remembers everything. Ukrainian propaganda is working as if they've been holding back the advance of our troops for 3 years already. Hey, you lousy propagandists, it's only been 12 hours. So clowns, what will you say in the year 2026? I'm talking to you now. Alright, here's another post from February 24th, 2022. Ukraine's air defense is destroyed, the air force is destroyed, the navy is destroyed, the Turkish Bayraktar drone is no more. Well, basically, in the dreams of these Z military bloggers, everything had already been destroyed back then, on February 24th. And they were leading up to the idea that taking Kyiv in 3 days was a sure thing.
Initially, we really wanted to take Kyiv in just 3 days. But as always, we completely screwed it up.
That's for sure. And Kyiv, yes, stood its ground. It was, is, and will remain Ukrainian. But over these 4 years, Moscow, in turn, has actually become a real hotspot.
Moscow is paralyzed, the sky is closed, and the much-praised air defense systems are riddling their own air. 100 Ukrainian armed forces drones have turned the capital of Mordor into a panic zone. While the Second Army is looking for a fifth corner, the Ukrainian armed forces are changing the rules of the game.
Yes, it seems the air defense was destroyed precisely in the White Stone City, not in Kyiv. Over these 4 years, the Ukrainian armed forces have done a remarkable job overall. Here's some more fresh news from Moscow.
A barrage of fire on the Kremlin. Moscow has been attacked by drones. Temporary flight restrictions were imposed at the local airports, Vnukovo, Domodedovo, and Sheremetyevo, on approaches to Moscow. At least 12 drones were shot down.
Alright, now let's continue our segment, Moscow Chronicles. Just look at the fun that happened right next to the Kremlin just the other day. That is, in the immediate vicinity of Putin.
There was an explosion in Moscow at night. It happened in the square near Savyolovsky railway station. An unknown person approached a patrol car of the State Traffic Inspectorate, and after that, an explosive device went off. According to the investigative committee, it was a suicide bombing. The attacker died at the scene. Senior Lieutenant of Police Denis Bratushchenko was also killed.
And now, in the 5th year of a full-scale war, the explosion of this senior police lieutenant causes a wild fear in Putinok personally. Listen. Following the explosion in Moscow, Putin demanded increased security for the elite. At a meeting of the FSB board, he ordered increased protection for employees of the Ministry of Defense and Defense Industry Enterprises. Speaking about the bombing of the police car near Savyolovsky railway station, Putin claimed that the person was allegedly recruited via the internet and detonated remotely. Yes, that kind of thing happens in the 21st century. And yes, it's possible to reach the Kremlin as well.